Hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. My name is Pete Connor, your show's host on this Monday, June 12th of 2017. A great show for us today. We're going to have first Funny Girl on location, the LTO production that is soon to open, and that will be followed then by Kim Cosens, who will be talking about the Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival, also to come up. As a reminder, we do appreciate your input as to what you'd like to see on Owatonna Today. So if you do know of someone who is in need of some recognition for something that they've done, or if you have an event that would like some publicity, why don't you let us know about that by sharing an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling Leanne, our show's producer, at 390-5751. And now we're going to take a quick break for some messages from our sponsors and be right back with Funny Girl. Please stay tuned.
Hi, this is Nick Paler from Turtle Creek Nursery and Landscaping. Come see our wide variety of plants. Proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Rose, why don't you start this?
Fine. Hello, my name is Heather Burke, and I play Rose Bryce.
And I'm Vidette Ostermeyer, and I play Sarah Straykosh in LTO's production of Funny Girl, directed by Linda Karnauskas and sponsored by Wenger Foundation.
Performances of Funny Girl will be held on Friday and Saturday, June 16th and 17th at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, June 18th at 2 p.m.
Oh, and again the following Thursday through Saturday, June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at 7:30 p.m., with another matinee on Sunday, June 25th at 2 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheatreofowatonna.org.
Don't miss LTO's production of Funny Girl.
You should see it. My daughter Fanny says she's wonderful.
Oh.
She's absolutely stunning.
At least mine is married.
Well, she's gonna get...
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And as you can tell, we were on set at Little Theatre of Owatonna because they're getting ready to perform their summer musical. And hi, everybody. You are involved with Funny Girl. Wave and say hi to the camera. All right, okay. And we have director Linda Karnauskas here. Hi, Linda. Good to see you again.
Hi, you too, Leanne.
Yes. Well, now you are the director of Funny Girl. And before we get started with the interview, tell us what the dates are so people can be ready to quick go online or rush to the box office to buy their tickets.
Mark your calendars. June 16th, 17th, 18th, we have a 2 o'clock matinee, and then we reopen again on Thursday the 22nd, and we go the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and on the 25th Sunday, we have a matinee at 2 o'clock.
Okay, so the 16th and 17th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th are evening performances at 7:30 p.m. All right. So this is a very ambitious project. Why did you decide to take it on?
Well, I fell in love with the movie years ago, and about 5 years ago, we sent away for the perusal to look at it, and I said, not now. Then I sent away for it again, and I just read the play, and I fell in love with it. It's quite different than the movie, although I don't want to take anything away from that. But this is a Broadway musical that was done with Barbra Streisand, and then the movie is derived from this musical, and it is a real special musical, wouldn't you say? Yes. Yep.
So give us a little bit of the plot line.
Plot line?
Plot line, yes.
Okay, Fanny Bryce was a gal before her time. She always believed in the possibilities. This era in life was before women had even voting rights. So it's all about her story on Henry Street and the people that loved and support her. And even though in this time for a woman to want to go on to vaudeville and have success in the Ziegfeld Follies, they were afraid for her, but she knew she could do it, and she just kept it up, and she always believed in the possibilities.
So it's a believe in yourself type story.
It is.
Don't let anything get in your way. Go for that dream.
Right, but you couldn't help but love Fanny. If I met her today, I would love her.
Okay, all right. How large is your cast?
We have 22 in the cast, and and the reason I wanted to do this today with all these beautiful supportive people, this is only a snippet of what's involved here in our show, but these are very important areas. We have art here, costumes, raise your hands, set design, my technical director Brenda, Drew setting the lights, our backstage crew, Larry, my musical director, and these gals help out. These are the Hagers here. They help out in every area.
Great, great. So we will see all of the actors on stage, but what you really want to do is highlight the unsung heroes behind the scenes, which is great.
A director has a vision, but then it's who you get in to help your vision become a reality. And these people behind the scenes are the soul of our production.
Okay, so it's really a team collaboration between the people up front, the actors, and then all the technical people behind. So yay, great. So we'll get to highlight you. Let's start with set direction. Who is the set director here? Or designer, rather. I'm sorry, I said the wrong word. Okay. Set designer. So pass that microphone over. And what is your name, please?
My name is Mark Kuklak.
Okay, Mark. And what challenges did you face in designing the set? I see we've got little vignettes around on the stage, so obviously there's many scene changes. So tell us how you came up with this set design.
Well, the set design was Linda's vision, but I put it on paper, actually on the computer. And one of the challenges with LTO in every set is our small stage. So we have to deal with that. We have to find places to store things when we're not using them. And I've worked with Linda before, and Linda likes things on wheels. So everything's on wheels.
She's a fast-moving lady.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got I think every wheel we own is on stage right now. And and then the problem, like I said, is when it's not on stage, where do we store it? So we have to take that into consideration. And some of the things we leave out on the stage, some of them have to go backstage, and it's quite a choreography. And I don't do any of the moving. I'm actually in the pit orchestra for this show, and so we got a really good crew of people moving the things around.
Okay, so it will be just as much fun watching you change the sets or the scenes set up as it will be actually watching the play. It'll be interesting to see how it all works out, people, so you have to come and see it.
Absolutely.
All right, you have costume people in front of you. Hand the microphone. Norma, I'm just going to nominate you, okay?
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Who are the ladies assisting you with costume design and creation?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Who are the people assisting you with...
Okay, got it. This is Janice Couts. She is so creative. She has taken things that she's looked at or been told what we need, and she's created hats and headpieces and costumes and just amazingly put things together. She's so creative. This is Kathy Kylo, and she has been a runner to this costume room and that costume room and trying to find things to fit people and then trying to find things that match.
Okay.
And it's a lot of work carrying those costumes around.
You
and
bet.
Bodie has been doing the same thing. There's a lot of grunt work involved in costuming.
Right. Now, how many costumes did you have to put together? Because I'm assuming it spans a period of time, and so...
Well, it not only is a period of time, but it's, like Linda said, there's a cast of 21. Several of the cast members have multiple roles.
Okay.
So they needed 3 or 4 costumes each.
Wow.
And I've pretty much focused on Nick and Fanny, the 2 leads.
Okay.
And Fanny has just one costume change after another. Most of hers are going to be behind the set on stage.
Oh,
That's
sure.
where I've got all of her costumes.
Okay.
'Cause there's no time to run downstairs.
Wow.
So she must have 20 costume changes.
So costuming for this show is quite an undertaking.
Right, and it's a period piece, which means it's, the early 1900s. So we're very fortunate to have
Even
a
more
remarkable and wonderful costume collection.
Okay, all right. Well, we only have about 3.5 minutes left, so pass the microphone over to Drew. And Drew, tell us, you are the lighting guru here for the show. What have some of the challenges been with lighting?
Having enough lighting fixtures to light the different vignettes, for one thing.
So Linda not only likes to use a lot of wheels, she likes to use a lot of lights.
Yeah. It's important to well light each vignette so that
exactly.
actors' expressions can be seen. and yet to do it well. There's outside scenes, there's inside scenes, there's romantic scenes, there's burlesque, sexy scenes,
Woo-hoo.
and so
All right.
just trying to be as creative with the lights as possible.
Okay, to give kind of a different feel for the particular scene kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, pass the microphone back to the wonderful tech director and tell us your name, please.
Brenda Hager.
Brenda, we've interviewed you before. What have your challenges been with this crew and, this large musical? Uh-oh, sounds like some stories.
They've all been wonderful.
Good.
We have a large crew. Like she said, this is just a small portion of all the people behind the scenes. They've all been wonderful. We have a lot of new people to LTO behind the scenes.
Great.
And we couldn't ask for better.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, next to the music man, back to Larry there.
Hi.
Hi, Larry. How are you? Way in the back there. So tell us, how have you dealt with the music? What have some of the challenges been with that?
Well, there's not too many challenges. We have a very talented group, so really they've made my job easy. I work with Christy Westergaard, our accompanist, and Ray Lucina, our orchestra director.
Oh, lovely.
We sit over in the corner and try to make scene changes sound pretty and things like that, but the cast is very talented, and I don't have to work too much with them.
Oh,
one thing I do want the audience to know, though, is that this is not the movie version that focuses on one character. This is really a comedy, and some of the songs are just very, very funny and charming. So I want the audience to know that there's a lot more that they may not know of if they haven't seen the Broadway version.
So there's different songs in the play than there was on the film version?
Yes,
Okay.
and if they want to come, they will laugh.
Okay, all right. How many people are playing in your orchestra? Any idea? How
I
many
think
Ray
about
has?
a dozen or so, 15.
A dozen, okay. All right, so that'll be wonderful. Okay, the gentleman right next to you, tell us your name and what are you doing for Funny Girl?
My name's Ian Miller. I'm a stagehand helping out backstage.
Okay.
And moving the sets around and bringing the flies in and out. And
Have you done this before?
not here. I did some backstage work in high school, but
Okay.
not backstage here yet.
So you're one of the brand new people to Little Theatre.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we hope you stay with Little Theatre as well. It is a lot of fun. There are a couple other people that we did not interview. Raise your hands and just shout out what you're doing. Couple, I see somebody back there.
I'm just the stage manager.
Oh, you're the stage manager?
She's got to get the synchronization down right. So
Okay.
she's real happy about now.
And you are?
Tyler Holtz.
And Tyler, what are you doing for the show?
I'm just a stagehand.
Never just.
Oh, I didn't sign up for anything else.
Very important if you don't get things set up in place right. And then we have our set decorators, is that correct?
Everything. Painting. These
Painting?
girls do whatever you ask of them.
All right.
I'm stagehands.
You're a stagehand, okay. And the two of you are?
I've been prompting actors the last week because they're off book now.
Aha.
And then I've done lots of set painting and things like that.
Wonderful.
I've done lots of set painting.
Okay, and what are your names?
I'm Jessie Hager, Jenny Hager, Cassie Hager.
All right, hand the microphone back to Linda. Thank you all so very much. You are the cogs in the wheel that make everything work here for Funny Girl.
Let's hear it for them, guys.
Yay! All right. And Linda, once again, the box office opens today, the day that this show is airing, and again, give us the dates of the performances.
June 16th, 17th, and 18th. 18th is a matinee at 2 o'clock, and then it reopens again on Thursday, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and the 25th is Sunday, a matinee at 2 o'clock.
Wonderful. All right, everybody get out here for Funny Girl.
Yeah.
Yay.
Say, come on down, everybody. Tell them, come on down.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. And audience, please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Since 1988, the Owatonna Area Business Development Center has been the part of the success of many area businesses. The center leases office space and manufacturing space and offers on-site business consulting. The Owatonna Area Business Development Center is in business to help your business be a success.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and welcome to Kim Cosens, who's going to be helping us to know more about the Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival.
That's right.
Hello.
Well, it's good to be here, Pete.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Could I call you Maestro?
You can call me anything you want to.
I would say Maestro because in his former life, excuse me, Kim was band director over in Waseca for sure.
I was.
For a number of years.
Yes.
So music apparently has not left too much of the, it's left an impression on you, and
That's
you have
right.
not left it behind.
No, it's still a very important part of my life.
Yeah,
So.
excellent. That's excellent. Well, big deal, big doing with Harry Wenger, as always.
That's right.
Number 8?
Number 8 this year. That's
Okay.
right.
And your involvement with the festival
Well,
since the beginning?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Since way back when we first had the idea to start this festival, then, yeah, I've had the good fortune to have a great board that works very hard to make sure this festival runs smoothly. And so we've been fortunate to have great support from the community, and we're excited to be putting on the 8th anniversary, or not the 8th anniversary, the 8th annual Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival this year.
So when you talk about the board, you talk about getting ready.
Right.
For this year's event.
Right.
When did you start with the planning?
Well, the event is always in June every year. And so 1 month later in July, we have a follow-up meeting to talk about what were the evaluations from that particular festival and that event. And we begin planning then again for the next year. Our annual meeting's in October, and then we meet every single month between then and the festival. And as we get closer, we meet a little bit more frequently than once a month. But we've got, again, I just can't sing the praises enough of the board. Each of them are really gifted in the areas that they work on. So we refer to it as their area of responsibility. And they each have a very long list of activities that they're responsible for, so that we can all come together and really put on a top quality event for the community.
Excellent. And how many board members?
We have 7.
7, okay. Now, this year, as in years past, you will have how many bands, marching bands?
12 marching bands in 3 different classes, and then Owatonna will march an exhibition, which simply means that they're not, their numbers aren't entered into the competitive side of the festival. They get the benefit for their own improvement and instruction from the judges' comments. But no, those 12 bands in 3 different classes. You know, we've got Class A, which is the schools that are either a little bit smaller or their marching programs are a little bit newer. And we've got 5 schools in Class A this year. KMS, which is a school that's been with us many times. They're over in the southwestern part of the state. I believe it stands for Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg. 3 very small communities that are consolidated. Winona Cotter, over on the other side of the state. New Richland, Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva, right close to us here. Dover, Iota, and Lake City, again, right over on the river over there. That will make up our Class A. And Class 2A, now a little bit slightly larger communities, a little bit more experienced bands here. We've got 4 schools. New to us this year is a school called Dassel Cokato. And so we're excited to have them join us. Richfield from up in the Twin Cities, Malacca from way up north, and Henry Sibley, again, up in the Twin Cities area. And then we have 3 schools in Class 3A, which are the largest and the most experienced competitive marching programs. Waconia, up by the Twin Cities again. the Mankato 77 Lancers. Mankato, what they do there, Pete, they consolidate all the schools, Mankato West, Mankato East, the Catholic school. Anybody that lives in that district that wants to be involved, they audition and they can get into their summer marching program there. And then the 728 Cadets, which is a band up around the Elk River, Rogers, Zimmerman area, up around the northwest part of the metro.
So to the 728 and the 77, these are not like per se school bands as Owatona's would be.
That's right.
It's an
auditioned
mixture.
ensemble. That's correct. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And is it specifically? Do they do that specifically for competitive purposes?
Yes. They try to make it available to a wider variety of students in their area, but it is a competitive event. In fact, I couldn't speak for the other schools. I know back when I was teaching, we did the fall marching thing, and it was competitive even then. You weren't just automatically in the marching band. You had to try out to be in the marching band because it was a very large commitment. Now, I think that's probably true for a lot of these schools because it's a big commitment for the kids, and so not every student will choose to be a part of it. And so they have a select group of kids that are willing to work as hard as it takes to be involved with the activity.
Okay, so and likely then all of these bands, including Owatona's, they're on a calendar for the summer. They're
Very
going to
much
be
so.
here, there, and wherever.
The month of June is the competitive street season, and it will be kicking off, well, it's already kicked off, this last weekend. Things started already in the competitive marching world, and then for the next couple weekends. And by the time you get to the end of the month of June, it's pretty much done.
Okay.
Now, they might have an extended trip in early July. Sometimes they'll go to the coast for a large trip every few years. Some of these school bands you'll read in their bios will go to California, or they'll go to the Boston and New York area, whatever, and they'll march in a very large parade out there, but that's kind of to culminate the competitive season.
Yeah. What does it take to do this, Kim? I mean, you talk about your board, 7 people, monthly meetings right from the get-go, right after. Beyond that, what does it take? How do you muster and assemble everything that needs to be done?
That's a really great question, Pete. I would say the first thing it takes is a real heart for the activity. You have to really believe in what we're trying to get done here. We're trying to make sure that this is a beneficial event for the students that are involved. Having been on the other side of it as a teacher, I know how hard they work. So I want to make sure that it's honoring their efforts. I also think it's important that we do something that's a win-win for the community of Owatonna. I think it's great for us to be able to have students come and perform here, but it's even, I wouldn't say better, it's equally as important that our community gets a chance to come out and see an event like this. It's a lot of fun. Who doesn't love a marching band, right? And so you can come out and you get to see 13 of them actually march past and do their show for you. And I also think it's a win for the community of Owatonna's business community because many of these guests that come to watch and support these kids, they're going to come back to Owatonna. They're going to see what a beautiful thing we have here in the way that we've got our parks and our trails and our facilities for recreation and just wonderful business opportunities here.
Cool, wonderful. At the end of the day, and literally at the end of the day, you have an award ceremony?
We do, and that's at Central Park, and all the students will gather there. It's really a very lively and fun time. They're all gathered there in the park, and we present all the awards, and they cheer, and it's wonderful to see their support for each other. They really do support each other in a very big way.
What sort of award is given then to each of the winners of the classes?
Well, there are places, from the top award through the bottom in each of the classes, but then also I call them the caption awards, the best marching maneuvering, the best horn line, the best drum line, the best color guard, the best drum majors. So each of the classes get those caption awards as well.
Before we go too much further, judges. Where are judges coming from?
Well, we hire an association called the Tri-State Judges Association, and they hire very top quality professionals in the marching arts activity. A lot of them are current directors and teachers or former directors and teachers of the marching arts, and they are highly skilled and very, very good at what they do.
Okay, so they come and will... then they can leave town.
That's right. They come and they give us great feedback. I want to make sure and mention a couple things. Jerry Besser is this year's honorary marshal. Everybody knows Jerry, the Tone Music store down there. He's done such a good job, he and Janet, of supporting our community's musical interests, and we're just really excited to honor Jerry as our honorary marshal. And then we've got some key sponsors that we want to make sure that we thank. Our major foundation sponsor is the Wenger Foundation.
Sure.
And then our gold sponsors are Hy-Vee and the Owatonna People's Press.
Excellent, excellent. Again, the date?
The date is this coming Saturday, June the 17th.
All right.
Starts at 11 o'clock, 3 judges areas. You can catch those on our website, OwatonnaBandFestival.com. Or you can read the paper. We'll have articles this week, I'm sure, talking about locations for the judges.
Okay, excellent. Well, this has been a good cap to send this thing off now for everybody to participate in. And we thank you for being here to do that. Wonderful
my
job.
pleasure.
Wonderful
Pete,
job
thank
to
you
let us
so
know.
much.
Thanks and best wishes. Hope you have good weather.
So do we. Pray for good weather.
Pray for sure, right. And thank you for being with us as we talk more about Harry Wenger coming up. And we're now going to take a few minutes for some messages, and we'll be right back. So please do stay tuned.
Cedar Valley Services, located at the corner of Rose and Grove in Owatonna, provides an array of services for people with disabilities in Steele County. CVS thanks the entire community, especially our business customers, for supporting us in Owatonna for 43 years. Thank you from CVS.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and thanks for staying with us. We can take some time now for some community announcements. Honoring Choices Minnesota invites the communities of Faribault and Owatonna to attend the convenings on Tuesday, June 13th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Medford High School. Kathy Werzer of Minnesota Public Radio will host this free event of music, storytelling, and conversations about living and dying well. The next edition of History Uncorked, Eliza Brown and the Handyman, will be held Thursday, June 15th at 7 p.m. at the Steele County History Center. Eliza Brown became suspicious of the handyman's intentions towards her daughter. She took matters into her own hands and unleashed an astonishing attack, which led to the charge of attempted murder. Tickets are $10 for members, $15 for non-members, and are available for purchase at the History Center or online at www.eventbrite.com. Seating is limited. Funny Girl, the musical, June 16th and 17th, June 22nd and 24th, 7:30 p.m. for those dates, and June 18th and 25th at 2 p.m. matinees. Little Theatre of Owatonna, box office open on June 12th. And lastly, Movies in the Park. On June 16th, The Trolls. That's Friday, and that will be begin at sunset. Pre-movie activities will begin an hour before movie time. Be there if you want to see some good movies at Central Park. And that'll take care of it for today. Please tune in on Wednesday when we will talk about Straight River Days and Summer Food Rocks. Thanks for being with us today. See you on Wednesday.